Okay, cute friends, I am so excited. Look at these cute little nests with those little Cadbury eggs on it. Maybe you've made these before, maybe you haven't, but I have to tell you, I was at the grocery store yesterday and I didn't even plan on making these. But I went by the little Cadbury eggs that were on display and I was like, oh yeah, those eggs are so cute. And then I just turned around and looked and they have the little recipe on the back. So I was like, totally making those. So anyway, I just want to show you how to make them and they're so easy and I know you're gonna love them. I might be rushing Easter a little bit, but we've had such beautiful weather around here. I was just looking at our irises and they're like kind of poking through a little bit. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so ready for spring, and Easter is always my favorite. So I want to show you how to make these cute little nests. All right, so it's simple and easy. I'm gonna look on the back of the little bag so it will tell me. So you just need 4 ingredients. So you need a cup of milk chocolate morsels. So we just need a cup. I'll put them in here. Actually, I have hardly any. I'm dumping the whole thing in. There we go. All right, so 1 cup. I'm gonna stick it in my bowl. All right. Next, you need 2/3 of a cup of the Reese's peanut butter chips. So I'm gonna put 2/3 in here. So 2/3, put it in the bowl. Next we need 1 cup of chow mein noodles. But you know what, hold on a minute. What am I thinking? I need to microwave this, right? And get it melted. Let me check. Melt milk chocolate chips and peanut butter chips and chow mein noodles. Oh, I do it together. So let me put in 1 cup. Now I actually made these so that I could show you a sample of it. And it kind of just called for like 1/2 cup and I thought that can't be right. That doesn't seem like it's enough. So I am gonna pour these in. And I'm gonna put them in the microwave. And I'm just gonna let it cook for a minute. And while it's doing that, let's chat for a second. Are you guys doing okay? Are ya? I hope you are. So many of you share with me just your little lives and what's going on. And you know, if anything, I've learned that life has lots of ups and downs, lots of ups and downs. And for those of you who don't know, because I've been asked a lot of times about why I can do hard things, why sometimes, Miss Amy, do you stay stronger every day? I can do hard things. And my husband suffered a massive stroke, a cerebellar stroke, going on 8 years ago. And really it was weird because a cerebellar stroke doesn't show weakness on one side. And so he was just incredibly dizzy, vomiting, is not good. Took him to the emergency room on a Monday night, and they misdiagnosed him with vertigo. So this is melted. Okay, let me let you look at it. Turn this down a little bit. So you just stir it all together. You guys, how easy is this? Okay. See, and honestly, I think I can add a few more chow mein noodles to it, so I'm gonna do that. So you just kind of gauge it. Just gonna put a little bit more in there. Stir this around. So anyway, I was saying that Daryl was misdiagnosed with vertigo, and then honestly, he was He was so bad. That was a Monday, and so then on Wednesday I took him to a vertigo specialist. They misdiagnosed him with a viral inner ear infection. On Thursday, he was just getting so bad. So I took him back to the emergency room, and they diagnosed him with that he'd had a massive stroke, and that he also was now developing hydrocephalus, which is fluid on the brain. So anyway, he was flown to Princeton Hospital, and they drilled a hole in his head, and then they just drained all the fluid off of his brain, and we just had to wait to see if it was going to work. And it was scary and frightening, but I cried and I prayed and I cried and I prayed when I came home that night, and I jumped up off my knees and I ran upstairs. And I had heard a talk in 2008 by a precious woman, and she talked about doing hard things. And for whatever reason, that saying, I can do hard things, popped into my head that night. And so I wrote on 3 pieces of paper, I can do hard things. And I put it on my bathroom mirror, I put it on my bedroom mirror, and I put it on the back door here. I didn't know if Daryl was going to survive. His prognosis, is that the word, was not good. Because a lot of people don't die really of the cerebellar stroke. They die because the hydrocephalus gets there, because a lot of times they're misdiagnosed. The hydrocephalus sets in, and that is what people eventually die from. So anyway, it was just one of those times when I just used the mantra, I can do hard things, to help me every day. And for those of you that are worried about these cookies, we can let them set for just a second. But amazingly, through just lots of prayer, amazing doctors and nurses and physical therapists, Daryl made an incredible, miraculous recovery. He still has some side effects, but if you saw him, you would never even know. But I know that I learned so many beautiful lessons during that time. I know that God hears and answers your prayers. I know that you can do hard things. And so that is where this comes from. I know a lot of you have asked me. And so as you guys are experiencing trials and difficulties in your life, I wanted to make available these shirts to everybody. I have started selling these shirts many, 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 many years ago. And I think that's one of my favorite things is we have these on my website at MissAnniesHomeandKitchen.com. Lots of colors, and I feel like they're really affordable and they're really great quality. So if you need something that is going to help you just to get through the difficulties in your life, or even the easy thing, not really easy things, but the good things in your life that are challenging, like a goal that you've set that's important, wearing something like this, saying this to yourself every day, it makes a huge difference. So that's a lot said. Miss Annie doesn't usually say a lot, but I wanted to share that with you. Okay, so it's nicely, all mixed up. I like that consistency. I'm glad I added a little bit more to it. Now I'm going to bring this down a little bit so that you guys can see. All you do is you just spoon it out on your paper. And again, I'll show you these. Okay, so they're about this big. They fit in the palm of my hand. Okay, so I'm going to spoon these out. And I think my favorite thing is, obviously, like, you don't have to bake anything, right? Okay, can you guys see? And then what you do once you get them all on your wax paper, or this is parchment paper, and it makes about 12. I mean, depending on the size of the nest that you make. Okay, and you don't have to be, look, you just can be kind of messy about it. Because nests are kind of messy. Some of them. We have birds that come back every year. gosh. I love seeing them. Don't really like so much the poop. But we have babies in the spring. Okay. I don't really want to leave this alone because I don't want it to harden on me. Okay, that's 4, right? So I've got a little bit, and I can see that some of these are smaller, and I'm gonna add a little bit more chocolate to the tops of them. And we've got this one over here, it's kind of little, so I'm just gonna scoop this a little bit. Need my spatula, don't I? Okay. But once you get it like that, then these cute little eggs, okay, and they're different colors, okay, then you just kind of place them on there. You squish them in a little bit so they kind of stick into the chocolate. And I choose 3 different colors. So there's one blue, and there's a little white one, and here's a little pink one. Okay, see how cute and easy this is? All right, let me see. All right, so you guys get the idea, right? So you just do that, and then once you get all your eggs in, then you just let them set for, I probably let mine set for at least a good 30-45 minutes, and then I was able to easily just lift them right up. And then look how cute these are. Do you guys love them? I really love them. All right, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for letting me tell you our little story. I just love you guys. Appreciate you so much being here. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. I find them to be very inspirational and very uplifting. And I love it when you ask me if I will pray for you or be thinking about you, because I sure do. All right, everyone, know that I love you, and I will see you next time. Take care.